Ted Cruz decided that he was going to be a tough guy. This is not going to work out well for him. And he wanted to talk about the US military and how we're not as tough as the Russian military. Come on, he didn't really imply that, did he? Yes, he did. First of all, let me show you his tweet. He said, and this is in reference to a video that we're about to show you. Holy crap, perhaps a woke, emasculated military is not the best idea. Did you just say emasculated? All right, we're gonna come back to that because Ted Cruz would know a thing or two about being emasculated. But first, I wanna show you the Russian propaganda video that he attached. I guess they're trying to copy Trump in every way they can. So this is the video that he put out.
Твоей новой жизни. Что ты знаешь о себе? На что ты способен? Вопросы могут остаться без ответов, но разве ты сможешь знать себя, познать границы своих возможностей? К черту границы, а без боя нет победы. Но на самом деле, главный враг – это задача выследить врага, догнать его, превзойти, стать лучше, чем он.
It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms. I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age. To marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class. And after meeting with an Army recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength. I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone Lord, and I answered my calling.
So now when the US military put out that video in the first place, the second half of that video obviously, we told you it's a little absurd. And that the reason they were doing it was trying to reach young people. And the Army put out a message later saying, yeah, we're trying to reach young people. It turns out they're progressive and they come from all different walks of life. And when we just tell them, we're gonna go kill people, it doesn't really work. Okay, I'm paraphrasing the military. And so we're trying to tell them this is an acceptable job for every kind of American, right? And Ted Cruz doesn't like that. He wants our military to be for every kind of Russian, apparently. And then I thought, but pairing these two videos together, that looks like total Russian propaganda. I wonder where it came from. Well, then we go to the Hill for this explanation. The video initially surfaced on Twitter when a Dutch user who frequently posts far-right content shared it, according to Alexander Reed Ross, a doctoral fellow at the United Kingdom-based Center for Analysis of the Radical Right. Ross told the Post that the clip had been surfacing on channels that promote fascist and anti-Semitic beliefs. To which I say, of course. So now we go back to emasculated. Now, I know Ted Cruz isn't talking about being emasculated because I do remember this happening in the 2016 primary. Hold, let's not get to that yet. First, let's show you Ted Cruz being so angry about what Donald Trump said about Heidi Trump. I'm sorry. Although, anyway, Heidi Cruz, his wife, and he said he was gonna fight back. Let's watch that video.
It's not easy to tick me off. I don't get angry often. But you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward and leave Heidi the hell alone.
So will you support him as the nominee?
I'm gonna beat him for the nomination. He is not,
Senator.
I am answering the question. Donald Trump will not be the nominee.
Just a couple of months later, this is what happened. Emasculated. Let's show the picture. No, that's the definition of emasculated. That's the definition of emasculated, right? So I got more, but Woz, jump in.
First, I gotta say, Russian soldiers, pretty hot, pretty good there. No, what I would say is it's like I don't even understand how Ted Cruz could fix his mouth to call people who volunteer for our armed services woke and emasculated. It's absurd when a guy goes on national TV, calls your wife a slob, then accuses your dad of doing JFK, and then you're seen publicly phone banking for him. Phone bank, you're like, that's actual work. Like he's actually doing labor. in service of Donald Trump's campaign. Like, he still hasn't washed the dirt off of his tongue from all the bootlicking he did back in 2016 and throughout the administration. He's pathetic.
Yeah, it is pathetic. I mean, just a few months ago, this is the same guy who was trying to blame his little young daughters for him sneaking off to a Mexican beach during a storm. And he wants to talk about who's masculine. Like, he really should look in the mirror or like not talk about this kind of stuff because it's embarrassing. You know, I really liked Tammy Duckworth's response. She said, perhaps the US senator shouldn't suggest that the Russian military is better than the American military that protected him from an insurrection that he helped foment. You know, I really do think that listening to Ted Cruz speak like this is just embarrassing. And also, I think your point about how this video came from a really nefarious Twitter account, like he is doing foreign bad actors, he is doing their job for them by spreading this with his huge platform. It's really just so embarrassing.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't consider what Woz was saying. I mean, it's funny because he's like, oh, you guys are so emasculated because you know, she has 2 moms, right? That Russian army video could have easily been LGBTQ erotic video. Okay. So I don't know. I mean,
it sure got my loins going.
All right, now I'll give you one more Ted Cruz tweet. He says, "I'm enjoying lefty blue check marks losing their minds over this tweet, dishonestly claiming that I'm attacking the military. No, we have the greatest military on earth, but Dem politicians and woke media are trying to turn them into pansies. The new Dem videos are terrible. Pansies. Like, these guys are always so tough when they're talking on Twitter, right? And then your bitch ass was phone banking for Donald Trump, going, yes, my wife is ugly and my dad is probably a murderer. You know, I'm so pathetic. Oh, please vote for my adversary. I'm a loser." Okay, you don't get to call anybody pansies, okay? But I like vote vets coming in. They represent actual veterans. They says Ted Cruz attacks a US Army soldier for telling her story, says he prefers Russians because Ted Cruz is a sedition-loving traitor. But I'm gonna go to one last one. Charlotte Clymer on Twitter said, you were an able-bodied 20-year-old during the build-up to the Persian Gulf War. Did you take a few months to enlist in the reserves? No, you finished your degree at Princeton, I do declare. You were 30 on 9/11, did you enlist? Of course not. Sweetie, you're a coward and a hypocrite. And she wasn't done yet. She said that young soldier who you claim emasculates our military has more guts and strength of character on her worst day than you've ever had at your best. Here, Charlotte. The one thing that the whole country can agree on is Ted Cruz, pathetic. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.